I'm not saying that the Artemis 2 mission is being faked, but what I am saying, and emphatically, is I'm underwhelmed right now. I was really excited for some cool stuff. And I've seen about 10 still photographs, just static images that look slightly better than the ones taken in 1969. Apparently from the exact same spot. They have a spot they like. They like to take a picture with the Earth about that big. And then they don't take any other pictures. And what an opportunity to really stick it to the flat earthers, except for every still image makes the Earth kind of look like a flat disc. So I don't know why you're doing that. I don't need an interview with the crew telling me how they eat soup out of a pouch. Take the camera to the window and shut up and just let me see it. I don't know. Why isn't there something mounted on the outside that just constantly gives me video of the Earth? Show me something with movement. Show me weather patterns moving on the Earth. Show me rotation of the Earth, zoomed out so you can see the entire sphere rotate. You really want to blow my mind? Show me some upside down flying planes. That's what Daddy wants to see. A skyline of a major city upside down with planes flying like that. That's all I want. And I'm getting none of that. And I suspect I will get none of that either. And we don't know what's real or what's fake. So I don't know why anyone's excited about anything they're seeing. This is so disappointing.
The Artemis crew may have just won the Emmy for the best performance ever. Check this out.
I spoke to a very special person, Wayne Gretzky, who I think you know, the great one. And I spoke to your prime minister and many other friends I have in Canada. They are so proud of you. And you have a lot of courage. I'm not sure if they'd want to do that. I'm not even sure if the great one would want to do that, to be honest with you. But you have a lot of courage doing what you're doing, a lot of bravery and a lot of genius. But they're very, very proud of you.
Administrator Alex, I'm going to just get a quick comm check, make sure you guys are still on the line and we didn't have a handover.
I am. Yes, I am.
I can't be the only one that finds it highly suspicious that as soon as it comes out that our government is involved with you know what and you know who, we go to the moon. We go to the moon after we haven't been in over half a century. We never went in the first place. And we go to war. They literally want us to sit back, shut up, and eat up all these photos that they're putting out of the astronauts wearing freaking 3D glasses, looking at a solar eclipse 239,000 miles closer to the sun. How did they know those glasses were going to work 239,000 miles closer to the sun? They could have fried those astronauts' eyeballs. But really, they couldn't have because they didn't even go. Literally the worst thing that we could do right now is be silent. And the second worst thing that we could do right now is support our corrupt government, which is exactly what we're doing by just eating up all of these NASA photos that they're putting out. It just makes me wonder all of the things that they're going to try to keep us distracted, because so far it's been war and going to the moon. What's next? Aliens? If we don't make a fuss about it, literally nothing's gonna happen. They aren't going to prosecute themselves. They aren't going to incriminate themselves. They'd rather go to war and go to the moon. They said we're gonna go anywhere but jail.
So if you want to laugh, this is Starlink right here. I found it with my Nikon 1000. There are balloons holding up satellites. So when people tell me we're going to space, here's my response. Here's Elon Musk. Remember that? When he was talking about we're going to Mars? With balloons?
Three strange things happen to the silver food packaging. Number one, you can see through the silver packaging. Here again, zoomed in and slowed down, and now in normal speed. Number two, the red dot on the silver packaging. It's only visible on this side after that spin. So here again, here after the next full rotation. But after the last rotation, the red dot is simply gone. In 3, 2, 1, gone. The red spot should be visible right there, like in the reference picture taken from the silver packaging. Are those letters visible? And after that silver packaging is descending, the red spot just disappears in one frame. As you can see, while I'm going one frame forward and backward. Number three, it looks like the silver packaging is going through his skin. Here a closed up, you would expect at the minimum a bounce off, but it just goes through. Just focus on the edge of the packaging and you can see the mixed up pixels right there. I'm so excited what they'll cook next.
Another magical historical photo from NASA. Here's the time it was taken, 27 minutes UTC time. I had some trouble making this video. Apparently this is a night photo, just overexposed, and the AI kept giving me the wrong time, daylight times. Then I think I got the right time now though. So this is what we're looking at. We got Africa and South America outlined. Okay, so here's where the Artemis is, about right here, looking at the Earth. And then, so we're going to follow this line up and do it directly across. See? Okay, so here's where the view would be on the other side. So here's the sun where it is at that time. It makes sense that the sun is off a little bit because there's a sliver of daylight on the back side. This is supposed to be the actual nighttime photo. So now I made a model and I tried to duplicate it. Take a look. Now let's compare it to the timeanddate.com daylight map at the same time. Let's see if the amount of daylight matches on the other side. Back to our model. Okay, let's cruise down here. And then we're going to shut the lights off in a second here. So here we go, side by side. And you can see Canada, Mexico, United States are in the dark. They shouldn't be in the dark, but they're in the dark. That's a big problem. Let's cruise over to the other side. And let's take a look at the land that should be lit up. You got half of India, Kazakhstan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, half of Russia on the bottom. I know this is going to happen because the size of the ball compared to the amount of daylight we have on different parts of the world doesn't work. There's too much daylight for the size of the ball. And then I'll see something like this and they'll say, look, the twilight goes past the great circle. It goes, so it lights up past where you would see. So I mean, okay, so you want to have it both ways every time, right? So you're going past the great circle to give you more daylight to make your model work. But then, when you get in this position right here, you should have a ring of daylight around the whole thing. Do you see a ring of daylight around the whole thing? I'm sure some of you are going to put on your level 10 globe goggles and your globe helmet, and you're going to say there's nothing wrong. Okay, real quick, flat Earth map. Noon is right there. So we're going to go 27 minutes, a few degrees off the equator. It's right there. Now watch when I line it up with that. There you go, it matches perfect. South America and Africa are not lit. But all the rest of the stuff is lit like it's supposed to be. So it's possible here and not possible here. So I'm going to go with, I'm ready for the next full-size photo because they can't, if they show the amount of daylight, it's not going to match the globe. If they show the globe size, like you know they're gonna, the amount of daylight on Earth is not going to fit. Have a good day.
So, who really believes they went to the moon? The 1st of April. April Fool's Day! The first ever picture from the moon was also on April 1st. It's like bullshit.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me that they decided to go to the moon on April Fool's Day? Out of all days. Yeah, no one's buying it, but did you know that the first satellite picture taken of the Earth from space was taken on April 1st, 1960? Yep, they just love picking those days where it's all about lies and jokes. Just like how they want us to believe they took this tin can to the moon and never went back even though technology has only advanced. They'll call you crazy because you refuse to live a lie, and the day is called April Fool's when everyone else falls for it.
So you're telling me that with the Artemis 2 space mission, we can live stream a trip to the moon? Yet twice today, I tried to text somebody in the same city I live in, and the message failed. Make it make sense.
Space food. You know what? They have to show us how they eat their space food. Their space food's in vacuum sealed bags. You know what? Where's the pictures of the moon and the Earth? I want to see it on every continent, okay? I want to see the Earth spinning on every continent. I want to see pictures of the moon. I don't want to.
Remember when I told you these actronauts being liars on wires? This image is super viral, and if you're not seeing it, it's because you're eating up all of the BS that they're pumping out there to the mainstream. And don't think I'm just gonna pop up with one image and just tell you to believe what I'm saying. Oh, I'm gonna prove and show it to you. Yes, I am.
No way.
Not only are there multiple content creators exposing this BS, nasty NASA liars are showing us themselves. Look at the letters on this ball, bro. It's a green screen effect. I do green screens myself. You see the green screen glitches? It's literally that simple, bro. And it's all these people who are pointing out these details, and it's not like some top secret thing anymore. People are actually making fun of this. And you probably don't remember when Nasty NASA was hoaxing another little mission here, and they literally got busted for using their green screens to simulate what was actually happening on the ISS or whatever else the hell these guys are doing, right? So just watch and learn, connect some dots with me, because I'm here to tell you this is no longer some conspiracy BS, and this is a really big deal. Because they're lying to humanity, bro. And there's still tons of humans who are out here gobbling this stuff up. But when you see the whole breakdown, piece by piece, it's undeniable, bro. Oh my God, a green screen, liars on wires, NASA lies, nasty NASA, actor nuts, nutcases, bro. Astronauts, nautical, they're professional divers. So don't think this is just me cringing out on your little news feed to trigger you when you're a 40-year-old virgin and you have nothing better to do but sit on Facebook and fap and wait for someone to show up on your little feed instead of some AI bot chick that you are following and paying all your money to on OnlyFans. And it goes and goes. So do what you want with this. Take it or leave it. I'm out here with the truth, and I'm not the only one pumping this stuff out here, guys. Many people who actually have a brain, and even people's children can figure this shit out. So when you wake up, you'll come rolling into the truth. And for those who are paying attention, again, much love to you. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the real ones. The fake ones are going to crumble. So let's keep rolling. Much love.
Watch this.
Do you still see stars in outer space?
You didn't catch that, did you? Why does she have an instant reaction when he asks the question?
Do you still see stars in outer space?
Yeah, reminds me of a different video I've seen. Pay attention to how they all react to what he says instantly, but then they play an echo to make it seem as if there is a delay, and then they wait to respond.
You look like you're in a studio, maybe in Omaha, Nebraska or something. The shot is so clear. Is this a hoax? Are you really in space still? Is this a hoax? Are you really in space still?
See the hair? Oh look, the same hair. Pay attention to what's going on here. When he goes to answer this question, you can tell that he is visibly nervous because he's not trained to say the proper things. And as he starts to speak, you can see that she kind of looks at him like, what are you saying? And then he gets nervous and then passes it off to him.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to my crewmates about that today. I've definitely seen stars in outer space, and I was saying I haven't seen as many as I thought I would. So, Reed?
Funny enough, I've seen similar questions being asked to astronauts in the past.
Could you actually see the stars in the solar corona in spite of the glare?
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon by eye without looking through the optics. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see. I don't remember seeing any. Neil, you were a little bit concerned.
Let's watch again.
I don't remember seeing any. Neil, you were...
He literally nudges him when he says that because he doesn't want him to contradict what he was trained to say. And if you know this whole interview was unsettling, given the fact that they had just come back from the moon being the first men to do it. Hello world, first picture taken from Artemis. And then they supposedly take another one hours later with the same cloud formations in the same section of the Earth, even though it's constantly rotating. Before you know it, they're gonna say this is the dark side of the moon. I clearly don't believe any of it.
Everybody knows that the government lies. Well, at least if you have a minimum of 2 simultaneously working brain cells. So, is NASA the only part of the government that doesn't lie? Y'all need to wake up. Oh, and NASA also gets around $67 million a day. Do you think they could fix space with $67 million a day? Of course.
What's happening? So this right here is a picture that they just took. I could be mistaken, but didn't Neil deGrasse or Neil Tyson or whatever his name is just recently come out and say that the Earth has become pear-shaped and elongated? You can fact check me. So I'm just saying, if we had a pear-shaped Earth, right, and now it's circle again, how did that happen? You guys can't even make your own mind up. NASA's main man, or the main man that talks about Earth and how it's so smooth like a cue ball, he said from the spinning it's actually elongated, it's more pear-like shaped.
The flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Idialenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.